Alright. This thing on? Bam. Alright, so talking about the death card, right? Number 13. This is our 14th card that we're talking about. This is the death card. We all know about the death card, don't we? Or do we? Alright, so let's get an overview of the death card. Because what does the death card mean? Death card, everyone's all spooked out about it, right? And it's number 13 because it's like 13 because 13's unlucky, because of Friday the 13th, because that's when the Knights Templar were betrayed by all the crown, basically the French crown and the Pope, and because they owed them money. So just mafia bullshit. So, and then there's a cool legend behind it that like the Grand Master of the Knights Templar, when he was being burnt at the stake, he told the people, he's all like, I'll have you in front of God in the highest court to figure out who is right in these things. And then like the two people who accused him died that year. Is fucking dope. Anyway, so we're on the death card. What is the death card? Why is the death card? Alright, so the death card is death. So the last card was the hangman, right? So we go through the hangman of the self-sacrifice. Now we're at the death. And death, it's means change. The card itself is change. Voluntary or involuntary. Death will happen. The death of a thing. And it's not like a physical death or a bodily death. This is an alchemical death. Or a chemical death. This is an alchemical death. Now, alchemical death is, it is no longer the thing it is. Okay? So, and like, okay, let's say like, you take bread and you toast it. Well, the bread's dead. There's no coming back to it, right? It's now toast. And this is sort of what this card means. So like, when something dies, it is no longer that thing. It is now something different. Okay, it's not not necessarily the death, but it is change. It's the death of something, the end of something, a new beginning, right? And this is what this means. A lot of the symbolism, I like, again, we're talking about the Thoth deck a lot because it's always on the far left, at least in these later ones. So, as you can see in that picture, you have the skeleton, obviously, is death. It wears a crown associated with Saturn. Again, Saturn is the original correspondence with the death card, or with death itself. The angel of Saturn is depicted with a scythe. So anytime you see an angel with a scythe, that's Saturn, that's Kronos, that's time. Right? It has the sickle, again, farm implement, but really it's a symbol of Saturn. Saturn has the sickle as its weapon. Okay? And it's mowing down the souls. Okay, it's like, I love it. You can just look at that on the far left. It's got like all these ghostly figures. It's fucking cool, right? This is the scary, scary death card, right? This is death at the harvest of the soul. This is the inevitability of all things. And this is what this card represents. It represents change. Voluntary or involuntary. Whether you like it or not, kicking and screaming, or skipping and singing, change will occur. Whenever it pulls up into a spot, into any reading, it's always change. There's change. Change. Right? Because death changes things. Death is irrefutably change. Someone dies in the family, your life is changed. Now it is different. Now it is something new. All right. So its Hebrew correspondence is Nun. Nun means fish. And its astrological correspondence is Scorpio, right? Scorpio, its original symbol of Scorpio is an eagle. And as you can see up at the top of the crown of the skeleton on the far left on the Thoth deck, there's an eagle coming through at that corner, top left corner, right? There's a fish underneath his foot, and sort of the scythe is striking the fields, but also if you notice it's a helix, and it spirals, right? So this is one of the best depictions of this card. And I do like the card in the center, this classic knight, the Knight of Death, being like basically like back in the time when it was war that was mostly associated with death. Now it's just death, right? So this is always comes up and people are like, this must be bad. And no, it's not. Death is not a bad card. The Happy Squirrel is a bad card. And if you draw the Happy Squirrel, you better hope you got the death card next to it. Anyways, so that's the death card. It's actually a very simple card, very rudimentary. It is an alchemical card, but then again, this is the alchemical death. It's the change of a thing. Stupid fly. Alright, so that's the death card. If you like what I do and you want to support what I do, I believe I have a link below for Subscribe Star. Like if you like this, share it, subscribe, help me out. I'm asking, you know. And yeah. Right. Anything more to add or anyone want to refute what I have to say, please leave a comment below. I do encourage haters. It's, if you got some haters, you know you're doing something. That's me.